What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to make a quick video on The Last Flame and should you try it. I recently bought this game maybe about 2 weeks ago and I didn't see much content on it, so I wanted to put out a video. It's got very positive reviews and I have been enjoying it. I think I have about 60 hours in, mostly in the challenge modes, which we can cover later. But, so what is The Last Flame? It is a roguelike strategy auto battler. It's a very good mix between like games similar to like Dota Overlords and Slay the Spire put together, sort of. I just wanted to make a video here showing you how it plays, basically. So there's a bunch of modes. I'm gonna turn these off because if you haven't played the game, these won't be on. You have to unlock them. So basically, you click into Ascension. Okay, when you first get it, you'll start on Novice. Like I said, I have about 60 hours into this game and I've really been enjoying it. One thing I have noticed is obviously there are certain strategies that you can do every time that will, be successful. So it can get a little repetitive at that point, but I like to basically, when I beat a run with a set of characters or items, like the next run I will try picking people I don't normally pick or trying new builds, which keeps it fresh for me. So basically, you load in, you hit play, you start your run. You get to pick two characters right off the bat. So you want obviously a tank of some kind and then some damage. So we're gonna pick the pumpkin guy. I should have showed you. Each character comes with like two passives basically, so it's not a bad idea to read through all the passives and see, like if you get ones that are build or frost, like these guys are frost. So if you wanted to like synergize them, that's probably the best way to start out, at least. But so I picked the pumpkin guy. He's a tank, and he also stuns. He's not really like the best tank. I mean, he has 10 defense to start, which isn't great, but we're gonna pick the pumpkin, and we're also gonna go with this little mushroom guy. We're gonna try some crit. And you pick your relics here. These are basically just passives that you get, like, so I usually go with the pyramid because what I do is I go through like the first floor and just save all my gold. So that's the map you start on, basically. The boss up here, obviously, and you can kind of choose like which path you want to go up. If your build's really good, you want to fight elites, you can also get relics that will give you bonuses for beating elites. There's one where it's like a 65% chance when you beat an elite to get either an item or a relic or something. But if I pick that one, I usually take the path with the most elites, which this one's kind of all the same. I should have probably went this way for one elite because I didn't have the relic, but it's fine, we'll go through two. Stars just give different kinds of rewards, like in the encounters. Normals are sometimes easy. There's different events that pop up, and then I can show you what exactly the star does. A slightly harder encounter, but it does give you a bonus reward. Elites are awesome. They're very hard, but you do get a relic, and with that one passive to start, you can get a really nice relic from it. Campfire heals your flame, so you have 90 flame, and you go until this runs out, or you die on a boss fight. If you die on a boss fight, Even if you have 90 flame left, you are dead. The game the run's over. So, and you can also craft. You can craft your items upgraded here. It'd be easier to show you when we get there, but shop, obviously you buy your goodies. So we're just gonna dive right into this first fight. But you can bring up the map anytime, hero panel anytime, and the forge is where you craft items. You put 2 items together, craft one. We'll show you that too. So I always, first fights really are pretty easy. Just put your tank up front. Pretty simple. Killed that guy. So now the first 3 fights, I think you get to pick a hero. So since we're going the bleed route, notice these guys both have the red background, so they're probably bleed type. So this guy inflicts 2 bleeds, and this guy gains a shield for every bleed on the enemy, which I actually don't think this guy inflicts bleed. He is more critical, so that really doesn't matter. We don't have any bleed for the Marco guy to do anything, so we're actually going to go with Jalen to shield. Okay, then you also get to pick items. You can re-roll, cost 2 flame, but if you don't see an item you like on the bottom here, you check your guys. Okay, this guy doesn't gain anything. Like the passives, it'll say like bonus from spell power right there, shield 100 base plus spell power. So really the only item worth much would be the spell power. We'll just double spell power this guy for the bigger shield. So now I added that, and you can see it's 100 plus 60 on his shield. So on to the next floor. These guys are both kind of tanks, basically, so we'll just frontline them. I've been like really enjoying this game, especially the challenge mode is very fun. They have a ton of options to pick from. I'm picking the Naomi. She is a shielder, and she also, whenever she generates mana, she gains 4 spell power, stacks up to 80. So you can just easily get some mana items put on her, and she will just scale spell power for like infinity. We're gonna re-roll because those suck. We'll take the shaman's wand. So she also shields people, right? 200 plus spell power, so you get mana regen and spell power on her, and you get some crazy shielding. I'm not gonna go through this whole run, but I will fight I'll show you like some elites and stuff, because I want to kind of explain the game. But it's pretty simple. Now this looks really easy, right? It's on like when you first start, so you really don't know like what you're doing. So like it looks kind of simple, right? But it gets difficult as you go on, especially if you don't put stuff together. We're just gonna pick another tank just because, for the sake of science, we're gonna take a tank. We're gonna spell power, and we're gonna put some HP on this dragon. Okay, let's do an elite, or a star, sorry. Slightly harder encounter. That rewards a bonus reward. Usually, I actually don't remember what exactly the bonus rewards usually are. Probably different every time. But I've spent a lot of hours. Basically, when I first got the game, I played it through just the regular Ascension mode until I beat, I think, the first 2 difficulties, and then I unlocked the challenges, and then I went and played a lot of the challenges because they are like super fun. So basically you just keep picking items, and the bonus reward is swap your passives. So I'm gonna go back make sure you get these little trophies and you level up your characters. Pick your passives. So we'll go Health Rune. Oh man, these really aren't great. They don't really matter. I mean, you want to pick like, because of the swap. So like, those kind of sucked for those characters, but these aren't any better. And not every time it's going to work out, so you might just skip it. But I didn't need to recruit a hero, so we didn't do that. We're going to fight this guy. This might get not great. Oh, I also have it on like really fast. It's not this fast normally. It's about like this fast. You can change the speed, which is really nice, you know. So if you're like super impatient and you just want to see what happens, but watch a little bit at the same time. We lost our dragon there, so it's fine. We lost 3 flame. Or 6. Not a big deal. I forget. It changes on each difficulty how much you lose. But this guy, yeah, we'll give him Omni Crit for sure. This healing cloak right here that I just picked up is so good. You just stack spell power on someone and give them the healing cloak. And you get to pick a relic after you beat an elite, so you can just look through and see which one's best. So we don't have anyone doing shock. We do have a couple shield guys, so Tomb of Shielding would be really good. Okay, we'll show you an event too. The events, oh, this one's nice. You get treasure. So basically these are, I get to pick a relic. Okay, so we don't really have anyone. We'll take the critical strike now. I'll show you these relics. They're kind of, sometimes they screw you because you go for the relics. Okay, we got, this one's a good spot, so we're good. But it puts those 2 squares down and it grants crit chance. So we don't have really any damage right now because I for some reason picked 3 tanks, but we got the mushroom guy, so when I first started, I played on like the slow speed just to kind of watch everything, but the more you play, you'll just speed it up. But I've been having like so much fun. I mean, I have just like constantly played this game since I got it. It's just been fun. Like the challenges are like so fun. Okay, now see, this is where it gets weird because I'm gonna pick the flail, and we need to go to a shop really bad. So now I have to really spread these guys out. His crit chance is 20. So it's like, would I rather have the attack damage? His attack damage is really low, so that's better for later. But we will just give it to a couple people. We'll let that guy tank. Yeah, there we go. Give him some HP, and we'll give him some more crit chance. So these get a little crazy. They get, you know, spread out everywhere, and then if you're like in a regular fight and there's monsters in every corner and your guy's like not tanky, then it's like, well, do I go for the buff or do I just not take the buff? Oh, we got all legendaries. There's so many items too, like it's actually crazy. There's just a lot. We're gonna swap passives maybe. Don't have anyone building max mana. The shock, we do no shock, so I think we should just switch this. She doesn't have mana regen either, but that will be more useful. Okay, now we get to go to the shop. Let's just show you the shop. Friendly little vendor. You can pick new heroes. So say you don't like your choices so far, which we're lacking a damage dealer. We really should get a damage dealer. But there's not really a good damage dealer up here right now. But then you get the goods over here. So we're not going to think too much about this because I wanted this to be a little shorter video, but the game is super fun. It's $20, I believe, on Steam. So like the way I look at buying a game, I was hesitant. I had it on my wish list for a very, very long time. Saw it was on sale, snagged it for 10, I think. And I've already played for like 60 hours. So, I mean, you figure $10 over 60 hours. I wouldn't even have cared if it was $20 for 60 hours. That's like 30 cents an hour. 100% worth it. I have like... At first I thought maybe I'd get bored because, you know, like they're all the same essentially. All these games are like very similar. And I mean, I can see in this where, you know, if you are like doing the same build like every single time, it might get a little like repetitive, you know. Like there's just certain builds and stuff that will like win every time. But that's why I think this game stands out a little more than the other like roguelike games where you follow a map up thing, because they have okay, so we beat that boss. That was great. So we're done with Act 1. I'm picking Blake. He's my favorite. I'll put him in later. Take another slingshot. Yeah, here it is. Never mind. That's when you find a recipe you upgrade. I thought it was the relic thing. But there's a lot of things. Like, these can change how you want to go about it, you know? Like, say you want to gamble your flame away on the, like, event, or on the events. Sometimes they'll be like, you know, gamble flame. You know, you get a sunstone and you get your flame back a lot easier, so you can gamble and try to get like some crazy items. So that was Act 1. I won't show too much, but this is Act 2, so it's just the same thing, another floor here. You go up, but I really wanted to show you guys like why I think the game is worth buying. We're gonna return to the menu. So, oh, I can't show you the, okay, I'm just gonna abandon that run. That's fine. We don't need to finish it. That was a general idea of what to do. I've never had to do that, so it's taking a little bit. Not sure what's going on. Okay, so that's like the regular mode, right? This is what you have when you get the game. Okay, and it goes all the way up to Flame Master, which is really intense. Okay, so then you can unlock Endless Mode, and it's the same thing. It goes up to Flame Master. It goes endless, obviously. It never ends. I think farthest I've ever got is like floor 20. But, so once you get bored of those two game modes, you know, you go to Challenge, and this is what really did it for me. So these are challenges. I'm not sure if they're all made by people, but you can make your own game right here with custom games, so that's really cool too. But this basically is a special thing every map. So like Megalodon changes your team size to 2, or is reduced to 2. So instead of 5, you can only get 3 heroes maximum, but they can equip 6 items instead of 3. And you start with extra gold. Act 1, you know, the bosses gain stuff, HP and attack speed, and it shows you the difficulty. So like Challenger, So that's right before Flame Master. So it's pretty hard, especially with only 3 champions. Hardcore, this one's cool. Deaths are permanent. Items equipped are retrieved. You gain an additional trophy per fight. Haven't tried it yet, but it's on my list. Passive Frenzy. There's just a ton, right? One Man Army was so much fun. One person, you can get 9 items. It's crazy. Cloned, that's the one I'm currently trying to beat. Transcend, Timed Out. Yeah, there's just like so many. It's awesome. Like this, you can never get bored. These change everything the way you play. Especially for 20 bucks, like it's fantastic. And then you go to custom and you can do like whatever you want right here. You can change it to all kinds of stuff. I have not played with this custom yet, but I will eventually. But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick first video for this channel. I'm gonna try to just put out content for this. If you guys want like tutorials or whatever, like I'm gonna put it all out. I've been playing the crap out of this game. I really enjoy it. I want some more people to play it. Yeah, so hopefully you guys got something useful out of this video. The game's $19.99 on Steam. I highly recommend, if you got a 20, to drop it or wait for it to be on sale. But yeah, I've gotten at least 50 to 60 hours of playtime out of this since I bought it, and with the challenges and stuff, like, I mean, when I wake up, I'm like, you know what, I think I'll play some Last Flame. So yeah, I've been super enjoying it. So alright guys, peace out. Next video will be up soon.